Greetings and salutations, I'm Keb. Welcome back to this Let's Play of EU4 as Spain, once Aragon, and we're still trying to basically get the whole of the Mediterranean as a little inland sea here. We're gonna get there. Kinda set back by the fact that Poland kind of jumped the gun on us here. Boo! And of course, now Austria is gonna just come in and take everything. Boo! I blame you, Poland. On the bright side, they did give us 3 provinces, and we gained a lot of favors. I'm gonna spend at least 2 of them now, right now. And eventually, they're gonna be useful to us. Eventually. But it's gonna take a while. Are there any ones who are short of heirs? France. Oh, sweet Jesus. France is at 59. And no heir. What'll happen? D'Anjou will take over. Okay. Where the heck are they in this whole mess? From D'Anjou. That's Provence's house, but Provence isn't here anymore. Venice, Provence? No, not Venice. Well, there they are. The D'Anjous. Of course, there's no way in hell they'll take a royal marriage from me, so... Okay, France is on the menu. Who else? Trier has one very high in the age. Palatinate. You know what? Someday I'm gonna play a Game of Thrones game. Probably with Austria. I'm just gonna stack Diplo ideas and see where that takes me. Because as far as I understand it, you really need to stack diplomatic reputation and those kind of modifiers to make that work. Unless, of course, you force the unions, but you still want diplomatic ideas so you can break royal marriages, at the very least. Because that's kind of our problem. But in this playthrough, I don't think I'm can afford diplomatic. Or can I? Because I kind of wanted a military idea, but then again, we're doing okay without military ideas so far. And we've already beaten France once, we can do it again. We've already nerfed the Ottomans. And we are the strongest power. Eventually we'll have trouble eating Russia, I suppose, but by then we should have quite a lot of territory. At any rate, I think we're gonna sit back, we're gonna reinforce our troops. And are we gonna go on a conquest spree now? This kind of stopped us dead up there. We have a little bit of aggressive expansion to burn down here. Fez is gone, so we can't really go there. Next time you just might have to take something from Scotland. Let's see, Mamluks, we actually got some aggressive expansion thanks to the provinces we took there. We have some points to burn down here. Do we have a sea beyond Mali? Do we have a Holy War sea beyond Mali? We don't border them. No, sadly. You have to border them to get that. Okay. So no way to get an input there. No, is there anything... Well, if you wanted to fight England... No, we don't want to fight England because they're allied to Austria. Right. Never mind. Oh, and we also need another rival. With Poland being the only choice. Well, we don't need one right now. We don't get a modifier for not having enough rivals, so that's okay-ish. We can't attack these guys because we don't have the CB for it. Friesland. Oh yeah, Friesland was spit out again. That's true. And they've begun colonizing. Huh. Okay. And England is colonizing over there. That's fine. We just started a colony somewheres. I think we did. There we go. Yeah, maybe... Should we switch over to colonizing? I mean, it's pretty darn late. Could take exploration, basically eat everything here. And get the CB for it. Though if we want to conquer... No, we can't actually take an admin idea, so that's out of the question. Are there any policies that I really want? And specific, let's go with military first. Are there any policies that I really want from this? I don't know. Well, eventually we want offensive, simply because we can break the forts quicker. But the policies are kind of not necessary. Aristocratic is kind of a bleh idea. Though combined with administrative to get a lower and a lower aggressive expansion impact is sort of useful. I don't know. Cavalry combat. Yeah, that's not really gonna do anything. That's gonna do help at least. That's fine. That's definitely fine. That's definitely fine. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of strange to be Spain and be still not have taken exploration, but AI Spain didn't do that either. Then again, what we want to do is form the Roman Empire. At least that's my goal of this campaign at this point. Get the Mare Nostrum as well, basically. And I don't know what Rome's ideas are. I haven't looked that up. Probably should. What else? We bled for this. Well, depending on how Russia shapes up, that might be quite feasible. Whilst I bet that's never going to be possible, given that Poland didn't go to the Union. White company. Someday I'll have to figure out how to do that one. I'm so bad at fixing that one. But I assume that basically that you rent out to one of your allies and then you answer the call, or rather one of the enemies of your allies and then you answer the call, something like that. Yeah. I might have to consider try to get that one somehow. Resonance is impossible. One faith. Well, we certainly have the conversion strength to do that one. The problem is, of course, we do need to conquer just about everything, so it's going to be a world conquest and then conversion. And we'd have to make a step up our efforts if we're going to succeed with that one. That requires us to have a rival by Tech 24. I don't know if that's possible. That one's going to be feasible. That one I want to pursue. That one I do want to pursue. Yeah. So we do want to conquer as much land as possible. But right now I think I want to flesh out this idea group first. Let our aggressive expansion die down a little bit. Truces. We do want to push further into Europe. But that's not going to be feasible just yet. France is 1566. Oh, 66. That's not as fast as I thought. Okay, not as far away as I thought. How much aggressive expansion are we going to lose in that period? 3 points, that's 3 times... Oh, that's 4 years, right? 59, 60, and 60, yeah, that's 6 years, I mean. Yeah. So that's 6 times 3 is 18 points. That ain't gonna be enough. That ain't gonna be enough at all. It's gonna get France out of bad boy attitude. Or rather, out of the aggressive expansion range, but it's not gonna do much for the rest of Europe. So I kind of want to take more land elsewhere first, probably. Yeah, we'll see what we do. First on the menu, basically getting the 2 idea groups. And we're gonna fabricate tons of claims. The first claim that it's gonna expire. The first claim we made was on burn, and that's gonna expire in 1579. I'll see what happens. A lot of what's gonna happen in Europe right now is gonna depend on the war of religion. It has not kicked in yet, but it will very soon, I imagine. And when it does, all of Europe is gonna take sides, and then we're stuck with a choice. Who are we going to support? I mean, we could support Austria. Mainly we'd want to do that because we want the Catholicism to rule, and then they want to take over. That's pretty much the only reason we have for supporting Austria in that endeavor. Alternately, we could basically just stay out of it and see whatever happens. That's going to make everybody here beat each other senseless. By that time, you might even be hostile to Austria and Poland, for all I know. Yeah. And they probably want to stay out of it. If we join, I can guarantee you that England and France are definitely going to be on the opposite side, the Protestant side. And the Protestants are actually quite prevalent in the empire. I mean, Austria is pretty much the only one left. Yeah, next war with France, I think we're gonna have to see if we can take a chunk out of Scotland. Do we have a CB on Scotland? No, but we could certainly get it. And fairly easily, because we have the Intercatera thing, so we could claim their colony. And if we colonize next to them, we should get the Holy CB. Holy War CB, because then we border them. Of course, the colony has to finish the growth first. So that's still a bit distant, but that would certainly help to make the conquest up here a lot easier. I mean, they are, after all, dirty heretics. If we're gonna fight, it's probably gonna be down in Africa somewhere. Tunisia has... Okay, you're allied to Tafilalt. That's unfortunate. Now, which of you are stronger? 140%. Tafilalt is... 128. That's okay. Okay, we'll put up troops in position here and see if we can get rid of these pirates. Because I'm pretty certain that they're still robbing us blind every now and then. Yep, they're still raiding the coasts. That's bad. Oh, they're right. Institutions. I kind of forgot about that. Institutions. Ugh, expensive. Are there any provinces that are about to flip? Not up here, no. Definitely not. 79%. 76%. 83. Okay, let me see. How soon? 61. We're not going to go to war anytime soon. I'm not going to be buying techs anytime soon. I can wait. There's no point in embracing it just yet. So that's fine. Yeah, we're gonna push that out religious ideas. We're gonna finish that in 62, and by then we can start a war. I have to remember that I'm also annexing a country. We need to start the annexation of Lucca at some point. We do want to create more states. Oh boy. Yeah, the Austrians... How much do you want, Austria? That's gonna be the interesting question. Oh! Okay, you're actually not interested in more than 3 provinces. Well, that's fine. That is fine. Need to keep that massive amount of money available. Do I want to get another advisor? Not really. We're kind of okay on military points, since we haven't picked military ideas. I'm still very torn on what I'm going to go for on the next idea group. That's still a fair distance away. This fair amount of time away. Oh, no, 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 no. Dirty heretics. But that doesn't give us the modifier. Good, okay. In that case we can eradicate it rather quickly. We don't get the conversion modifier. Or religious seal, that's what it's called. Yeah. So that's fine. It is fine. Let's see it. Timurids are in civil war. How nice of them. How nice for them. Let's see. You have a pretty sizable army. How strong are you in terms of tech? You're actually on par on tech as well. And in that case, I'm going to focus on you, Tunisia. Kill you first, and see what I can do about the other friends. Afterwards, urbanization. Yeah, okay. I'll pay for that. Gonna delay our embracement for a while, that's fine. Can I probably get another claim already? I want more claims. We're gonna claim Dauphin next. Claim as much as possible. You declared war on... Yeah, that's kind of what I was afraid of. You're going to start declaring wars on all these small states there, which I can't declare war on. Which one? Yeah, well, it doesn't really matter for the... Doesn't matter for the achievement. Not really. Because he's Catholic. Of course there is the chance, a small chance, that they'll actually succumb at some point. Let's see, who else? The Palatinate. And of course France is still out in the open. They're gonna get an heir. It's just gonna happen. And Austria decided to go down here and siege, and that's... so they can unsiege everything here. Lovely. They're still losing, of course, but still. Just for occupations, you haven't actually fought anything yet. Now for trade, I haven't actually looked at that for ages. We don't have any merchants at all, but... Wait, what? Oh! I didn't realize this. When we formed Spain, the main trading port moved. Oh! I did not realize that. Well then, we're collecting from trade there. And our other merchant is... And where the heck is our merchant? In Champagne? What the frig? Okay. Well, I'm fairly certain we want to relocate this. Yeah, we're... Okay, we want our center of... We want our trading province to be here. Genoa. Can't move it there. Click Provence. Actually, click Genoa, that's fine. And I want this to be my main training port. 200 diplo points. Swoosh. And yeah, let's see now. Second trader. That's not really gonna get us anything. Where do I have a substantial amount of trade power, and where do I actually need to steer trade? Don't need to worry about this. Portugal is gonna just steer everything to Sevilla, and we're just gonna take everything away from them. We do have Alexandria. That's some bit of trade there. Ragusa. Losing 9 ducats that way. Looking at it's probably gonna be Ragusa then, because that's where we have a fair amount of trade power. And it's gonna weaken Austria. Up here we're not gonna help much in terms of weakening. Actually 91, we are actually pulling a fair bit of trade this way. Yeah, we're producing a quarter of that, so 3 ducats, we're stealing 3 ducats from France and by extension England. Yeah, fine, let's keep him there. Better to enrich Austria. There we go. Far more trade flowing this way. It's going to weaken Portugal, which is fine by me. It should increase our trade income by quite a bit. I don't think we're gonna need trade ideas. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to start entering the colonial race more seriously. Or I'm gonna go with diplomatic ideas. You know what? I'm gonna go with diplomatic ideas. I'm gonna see if I can get some kind of weak Game of Thrones going on in Europe. I mean, I need to murder my allies, or my rivals here, England and France, and possibly chew a little bit on Austria. But we'll see what happens. For now, we're just going to prepare for war. I'm not actually going to start a war for a while. We are going to need the next ID group, and we need to start the annexation of Lucca. How are we doing there, by the way? 22%. Yeah, that's fine. Gonna take a while longer. Still fabricating on France. We're improving relations with the Knights, because at some point we're gonna try to munch them up. Ivory. 20 prestige. Yes, please. Let's see now. We have a truce with the Netherlands until November. Okay. Ooh, points. Yum. I'll take that. Conversion is done. Lovely. That's more papal influence. More mercantilism. I'm clicking the right button, right? Yeah. Would kind of suck to find out otherwise. We're a third of the way there. And of course we're still getting exploration events. Or exploration sharing. Yeah, it isn't that much of a great new world out there. Lots of little islands in the stream. Mine now, Atl. Some totemists. Right, I called the province. That's what happened there. Convert it. Congo has said Portugal as a rival. I kind of hope that Portugal will lose here. Well, they haven't even fought yet, and they're still having the push to India. Well, they have taken the Cape at the very least. But as long as Portugal is out there and dragging trade to me, yeah, that's fine by me. I'll deal with them eventually. The Pope is in this now. Okay. Austrian Crusade. Although no crusade has actually been called. There's one elector shy. Who died? I don't know. Yay, native assimilation. That's good. United in prayer. That's not really necessary. We're gonna get another 87 points there, so... I'd rather take the 15 Diplo points. Guaranteed points, that's a good thing. And I also need to call him back, by the way. Because I need to find out exactly when I need to start the annexation of Dhaka. Would kind of suck to miss this window. November of 62. October of 64. Oh yes, of course, because our diplomatic reputation goes up as these things finish. Ah! And let's finish these last two cores so we get an actual time. I need to be careful here. I need to time this properly. Well, of course I could eat... could get Ferrara instead. More land. And of course they also have the trade province. But this is part of Tuscany, so that would be one big state. Rather off the bat, and that's kind of juicy. Okay, December of 62, that's the current markup. So we can wait until January 63 at the very least before we do anything there. Okay. Yeah, if we're gonna go something world conquest, we're gonna need diplomatic ideas. I might as well go that route too. Diplomatic, and then maybe we'll even splurge on humanist after that. Lost a claim on Rome, yeah, that's fine. And now we can embrace again. Again, it's not necessary just yet. Because we're not going to be able to get any tax yet. And as soon as we embrace it, we're going to spread it faster to our neighbors, and that's not something we want to do. They are actually... yeah, Portugal has been developing quite a bit to get the printing press over to them. Give me a claim, 45 points, okay. Gonna take a while. Gonna take a while. Yeah, our income has definitely gone up. It has gone up so much that I'm actually thinking about grabbing a better advisor. Reinforcement speed is really not the advisor I'd want though. And of course, if we switch advisors, we're gonna lose money. Because he's actually paying a fair bit. He's paying like 3 ducats a month. Or he's earning a 3 ducats a month because of the modifier reduction. So he's essentially paying us 2 ducats each month. And a monarch point. Whereas this guy would basically charge us. So that's going to be a swing of 17 ducats and change. For more military points, which we don't need. Grammar of the Aragonese tongue. Both of these options suck. Because, yeah, until the death of our queen, and she is 65 years old, so this is definitely gonna just go poof right away. Maximum promoted cultures, that ain't gonna do jack shit. First of all, we have to pay for the embracement of their culture, and it's gonna go away when the queen dies. And it gives autonomy change every single month, which is horrible. So why would you ever go for this option? It's just horrible. Even if the king or queen was young, it's a bad option. That one, well, at the very least, it gives us something that is potentially useful. Go with it. Now I wish I had this policy, because that would actually be a quite nice stacking. Though it is... Okay, let's see. Are there any cultures that we would be okay with trying to exterminate? I mean, all these cultures are accepted. Oh. Oh yeah. Is there a way for me to change my primary culture here? I mean, our capital is now Madrid. But I'm in a cultural union. So I don't think I can switch to Castilian. And the point of doing that is that when we form the Roman Empire, our primary cultures are the ones that become Roman. If I read the event correctly. So we'll only have Romans here. Everybody else will be non-Roman. And that means we're going to lose all of these union cultures as well, I think. Yeah, not exactly ideal that. Cultures, if I switch to this. Are there any small cultures within our nation? Well, we have the Maltese, we have the Sardinian. The Greeks are a pretty big group. I can always check the culture thing, by the way. Probably give me a better view of it. Though that'll only give me the view of cultures which we have states on. And these are all the accepted cultures, basically. Okay, so I can't culture shift within a union culture, but I can culture shift out of it. Okay. That's not really something I want to do, though. Would have been better if the Roman event took all accepted cultures and turned them into Roman. That would have been awesome. That would have been really awesome. Oh well. So it's gonna be one of those smaller cultures that we want to eliminate. Preferably those in states. Don't even know if you can do that outside states, can I? I can, okay. Language of government. Oh right, we haven't finished religious ideas yet. But soon. Okay. So we'll wait just a little while longer. And then we might actually try this. Problem is that the cultures have to convert before the queen dies. Otherwise, we'll lose the bonus, I think. I think the cost will go up again. Oh, she became benevolent. Ain't she a fantastic ruler? Sadly, she's also very old. And that's a pity. I'm gonna miss these modifiers. Okay, now we get the chance to embrace this. Lovely. Religious ideas complete. Yield prestige. Missionary strength. Complete our ambition. Gonna grow faster colonies. That reduced the cost by another 15%. So here's the thing, if we do this, we have to culture convert for at least 120 points worth of... yeah. We have to have a... let's see now. It went down to 60, so it's going to go down even more. So it's going to go down by another 20% out of that. That's going to be... ugh, mathematics. It's going to go down by 20 points to 40, yeah, because it's 10 base tax. So we're going to say 20 points on that province. 20 points here. That's 40 points. Say roughly 60 points if we're going to convert those three. It's quite feasible to do this. We can actually make something out of this. What other cultures do we want to eliminate? Tuscan is actually going to be probably be an accepted culture. Umbrian, I think we're going to eliminate. Ligurian. It's going to be a while until I can attack the Pope. And all these small French cultures could easily be removed, I suppose. We already accept all these Iberian ones. I don't really want to eliminate those. Then we have the cultures down here. I think I want to keep Greek around. But... Albanian, Serbian, Venetian. Actually, we're accepting Venetian, aren't we? No, we took Turkish instead. Right. Unless Rome has some kind of cultural union over Italy. I don't know. You know what? I'm going to take a break here. I'm going to go look up the Rome event so I know exactly what I'm getting into. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Thank you for watching.